no intro today because I wanted to tell you guys what our schedule is. Daily uploads, Mondays match breakdowns, Tuesdays compilations, Wednesdays move breakdowns, Thursdays some sort of story or comeback, Friday is wrestling news, Saturday is rankings, and Sunday is highlights. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so first off, you got the elbow control. You could shoot like a fireman's high crotch. You shoot a high crotch. I guess you're trying to switch to one leg, trying to get a dump. Not able to get the leg, so you kind of switch to a double, big lift. So your opponent has your hand or your leg, so that's not two. And then a huge chin whip. Jesus. Alright, let's take another look at that flurry. That was a lot of stuff in like 20 seconds. So first off, got the elbow control. Pretty decent high crotch. Could step a little more, get closer to your opponent, but you did step, not big enough, but it's still pretty good. So you're there, you're in on the leg, and then you try to switch to two hands on one leg, and I wouldn't recommend that because you're like the leg is so far away. If it was right there, that's a different story, but he's already like sprawling and stuff. So I probably would have, if you had the elbow, I would have tugged on the elbow, kind of like fireman's dumped him like DeSanto or like Keenan Henschel does. Probably would have been better in that situation. So he's trying to switch to both one leg, let go of the elbow, so he's able to sprawl and you kind of like pop out. Then you switch to a double, but he has your leg, so no takedown. You could cross-face when you're on the ground, able to probably get the takedown from there. Then he's almost finished. Great chin whip, textbook chin whip. Yeah, so that was pretty good by you. Good chin whip right there. And then you guys are probably gonna go like out of bounds or something. But yeah, just maybe like trying to go to like how do I say this? I would probably like switch, keep like that high crotch, like that 2-on-1 leg high crotch. That's a pretty good move, but if the leg is not there, it doesn't really work. So I would probably hit like a fireman's if the leg's not there. If the leg's there, I would probably go for that two hands on one leg, but I would probably go for the fireman's more often if I were you. Go back, reset to the center. Nice, good shot right there. So what happened right there? You got pretty deep, good penetration step. I guess you're trying to duck or you're trying to use your right hand to grab. Even though your left hand was there, you're trying to use your right hand to grab, but he kind of like had it in like an Iowa or snake. It's a good decision to pop out, or maybe if you had grabbed the leg a little faster, that wouldn't happen. But you did a good job popping out. Otherwise, you might have gotten turned on your back right there. But working like an underhook, got elbow control again. Could shoot that high crotch fireman's if you want. Got that elbow, good. All right, so that's what I was talking about. Like right here, like the leg is there, and you could switch. You probably will switch, but you could also just went for a fireman's right there. But I guess it's just preference. But in this case, the leg is there, so it would make sense to switch. So you switch, and then you switch to like a double. Unable to hook the leg, and then you just can't trip. So basically, what happened here? Trying to hook the leg, couldn't hook the leg. What I would have done, there's a lot of momentum going forward, just why he was able to get out. Would have probably settled, pulled him back in, and then like tripped him. Just gotta like be controlled, because that's why you weren't able to get the takedown there. So pretty sure it's still 0-0. It's probably considering how much action there is in this match. Alright, so working again, another nice one. Could have gone fireman's right there, but you're probably gonna switch. It's really just preference. And big slam. Jesus. Big lift. Not much of a slam, but that was a pretty high lift. So yeah, that's like the best thing you get when you have like two hands on one leg. You can really lift them, especially if you drive your head while you lift. They're probably gonna land on their head. So if you drive your head, it would have been a little better, but still pretty big lift. Looking like John Cena, not gonna lie. And alright, so you're probably gonna hold him down from here, just speed this up. Probably just gonna ride him out, working like a wrist. Could put an arm bar in or a half. I can't see anything because you're a coach. So you have like an arm bar now, and you're working like an arm bar on a wrist, and then you kind of just lose it. Alright, so basically I'm guessing that you lost it because you're driving. All you had to do was just walk around the head, probably have pin, but you kind of let go to switch to like a half Nelson, and then you try to put the arm over to like get the half. So I would probably have just kept that arm bar. I wouldn't recommend switching. But your kid is flat, he's pancaked, and you just put in like snake, and you're probably gonna get a near fall for that. Good decision, especially when they're pancaked like that. That's easy points. You don't even have to defend. You just have to like put pressure into them when they're pancaked like that. So you guys do not want to pancake like that. Do not pancake like that. Bad habit. So you choose neutral. It's like 4-0, pretty sure. You're pretty good on your feet right there. You switch to that 2 hands 1 leg, huge slam. Jesus Christ, your high crouch is like very good. I would just make sure you have that fireman's in your arsenal, so if you aren't able to get to that 2 and 1, you could just have that fireman's just in case. But pretty big slam right there. And then you're kind of like in like a cradle almost, kind of a weird situation, unorthodox. In these types of situations, it's all just about experience. You could have put, like, there's not really much you can do. It's just about like experience and what you think, what feels right in that moment. It's not like, oh, his head is down, you're in this like weird position, so you should do this move. It's not like when you're like on bottom, like you can, oh, I gotta do stand up. When you're in like those scrambling positions, you just gotta practice that in practice, and then just get focused and experience with it, and that's probably what's gonna make the difference in the match. But you're doing pretty good, especially on your feet. Your opponent gets hit for stalling. It's like 7-1, and then he takes a shot, throw him over. He's on his back, but so he was able to almost take it down right there, because if you look, you're like standing like straight up right there, like you're straight up, flat-footed. It's like a huge opening. You're basically like saying, here's a gift, just take me down. You're like, oh yeah, like I'm just letting you take me down at this point. That's what it kind of is. If you stand straight up, you always got to be bending your knees, even if you're winning. Like, that's a bad habit that I do too. When I'm winning, I just stand up, because like I'm like, oh, this kid's easy, and I just don't realize that I'm standing up, but I just do it. It's a bad habit. So you basically just gave him a takedown. Takes a shot. Anyone would have taken a shot right there, but the good thing that you did is you recovered pretty good, dropped your hips, put your legs close, just throw them over. Pretty good defense right there. Then you kind of just scramble to get on top, trying to get a pin. One thing you're not doing great is your knees are on the ground. Now you put your knees off the ground. More higher your knees are off the ground, the more pressure that's going to happen. Pressure that's going to be pushed into your opponent. You kind of just had to settle at this point. Just settle and get the pin. Yeah. Pretty good match. So what I would recommend is that learn that fireman stuff. It will probably help you in the future. It's a pretty good move. You can use it off the high crouch that you like, I'm guessing. And yeah, so just learn that fireman. You're really good on your feet. Your top needs a little work. Don't know much about your bottom, but your top does need a little bit of work, especially with those bars. But you're good on your feet. Probably just learn fireman's and make sure you're not standing up. But yeah, pretty good match. Nice match. You're a pretty good wrestler. And it's basically gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and sub for more wrestling content like this. And also sub to Brian Armstrong's channel. Link it in the comments down below. Peace.